Welcome in everybody, XBeaverX. Today I got a quick way to go ahead and get this Dark Ops challenge done. This is reach round 100. Now you want to hop on here while the God mode glitch is still working here on Liberty Falls. So loadout you want to go with, you want to go ahead and grab yourself the shotgun here, the ASG. Put that bad boy on. Make sure you have the suppressor on for that extra salvage here. After you have the ASG equipped, go into your Gobblegum pack. I recommend having the Wonder Bar. This is going to speed up the process. If you don't have the Wonder Bar, that's okay. We can still go ahead and get the jet gun from the box. So what I like to do is go ahead and start the Rampage Inducer, speed things up a little bit here. So we're going to run this up for probably about till round 5 or so, and then we're going to turn this off. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, that's perfectly okay. You can just play the rounds like they normally are played. If you get a double points to pop off, go ahead and run over this way. Open this door here. You're going to come all the way to the back here past the comic shop. And we are going to shoot our blood debt here. It's called bonus points in this game, but go ahead and shoot that. And spawn that. Now we got an easy 1,000 points off that. I wanted to mention too, each round, you want to walk over here. And at this vending machine right here, you want to crouch down in front of it and knife it. And sometimes it'll give you salvage, or sometimes decoys like that, points. You can get all kinds of things from that vending machine. I recommend doing that. And jump on that car, jump up there to trigger those zombies to come out. That way we can go ahead and get some extra zombies kills right off the rip as well. So there we go, we got salvage that time. So again, you want to do that every round. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn off this Rampage Inducer. Got a good amount of points going, so let's go ahead and get this turned off. So now we want to make our way over here to the bowling alley. And we're going to come this way. It doesn't matter which way you really go. Either way you want to go. I'm just going to go this way. But we do want to just make our way over there to where Speed Cola is, so we can grab our piece to the sprinkler system here. So you want to grab it. It's going to be right here. Go ahead and interact with it. It's the water valve, and it's right across from Speed Cola here, and it's at the flower shop here. So go ahead and grab that. Now we're going to be utilizing this side Easter egg here outside the church. There's a zombie head on this spike here. Right there. It won't let me ping, but you get it. It's right there. What we need to do is throw an explosive up there, or like a tactical such as a stun grenade. Stun grenades work, frag grenades, thermites, all of those work. You want to throw it up there to get this to explode. Now, I'm going to wait until about round 10 to do this so we can get some better loot. So if you're not familiar with this, this is going to drop a whole bunch of salvage, score streaks, and it'll also drop an ether tool. Now, if you do it before round 10, I've noticed you get a green ether tool. But if you do it at round 10 or later, you'll get a blue ether tool. So we're going to go ahead and do it at round 10. Now, if you guys want, you could go ahead and pack a punch here. So we have enough points to go ahead and do that. Alright, we were at round 10, so what you want to do is take your nade, throw it up here. As you see, it's going to blow that zombie head up, and now we're just going to have raining zombies here everywhere. Now, you got to be careful. You can take damage if one of these falls on you. It's not going to be much damage, but just know that you can actually take damage from it. You're going to run around. There's going to be salvage, score streaks, essence. And then somewhere we'll have an ether pool fall as well. There it is right there, blue. So here we go. So I said I recommend waiting until round 10. Because you'll get a blue tier right off the bat. Now we can use the salvage we have to upgrade our other gear. Okay, this is actually the perfect round to go ahead and demonstrate how we're going to do this. So you remember that water valve we picked up by Speed Cola? We're going to take that. We're going to come in here. We're going to knife this open. We're going to place it. So from here, you want to go ahead and interact with this. Let go. It's going to spew the water out. We're going to have a little bit of the water pressure built. Now we're going to come out this door and have about 10.5 seconds to time this correctly. So as soon as we leave here, the timer starts for 10.5 seconds. What I like to do is sprint, come up these steps, come down the steps, and then right about the lip here, I like to go ahead and tack sprint. Follow my map at the top left there. and interact with this. You have to do it in a very timely manner. If you do so successfully, you will be in God mode. I'm going to show you another way that might be a little bit easier for you guys. So as you see, we are now in God mode here, right? So the caveat with this is, as soon as we leave the building, this water pressure is going to fall to 0. When that water pressure falls to 0, it'll take us out of God mode. Now, when we want to go out and do stuff, all you want to do is build up the pressure here. Okay, so I'm going to show you. When you build this pressure up, that allows us to leave and go out and pack, upgrade our rarity, hit the box, buy perks, whatever you're wanting to do. You want to make sure you build this pressure up. So again, I'm going to go ahead and build this all the way up here. You want to stop about right before it starts. So right about here is where I stop it. And again, now when you come out here, what I recommend doing is getting your knife out. You can run a lot faster when you do this. So this is how you're going to go about and go to Pack-a-Punch. Go ahead and grab the salvage, perks, hit the box, whatever you need to do. Now you're going to pay attention at that water pressure. It does start falling, right? You are going to have time to go out here and do things, especially when you buy stamina. And the good thing is stamina up's right here in the bowling alley, so you can go ahead and buy that, and that's going to make things a little bit easier for you too. And then PSG floppers right there. If you have the augment unlocked to where you slide faster and slide further, you can go ahead and throw that on too. That's going to help travel the map as well. So now I'm going to show you the easier way to get this set up in case you're like having issues trying to time it right. I'm going to go ahead and let this water pressure gauge fail, so then we come out of God mode, and then I'm going to show you another method which we can do. Now this other method is going to require us to have a self-revive. You can buy the self-revives at the crafting station. We can have up to 3 self-revives a game. You always start with 1 self-revive here. You want to interact with this and build it up to about the A here. Let go. And then from here, you just want to go down. Make sure you have a quick revive. You're going to go down right in front of this. Okay, now you want to self-revive, go about 3/4 of the way, let off. And then you want to go ahead, just make sure you keep self-reviving so you don't die here. That water pressure is going to go out. Go ahead and revive, and then hold it. Right as soon as you get up. Now, if you did this successfully, you're going to notice that we are in God mode. Another way to know if you're in God mode is the screen temperature here gets a little bit brighter. Now, depending on what time you do activate the God mode, if you activate it a little too early, you could potentially have it really bright like this. So in this example, this was a little bit earlier. When you get it at the most perfect time, the color here will be perfectly normal like it is when you're playing the game, but you'll also still be in God mode. Now, it's not a big deal for the color palette here to be a little bit brighter unless that's going to bother you. You can go ahead and retry it. This is just an example of it being a little bit too early, but you get the gist. This is how you do this. Now, if you are doing this method, the easy way here, make sure you keep in mind that you can only buy 3 self-revives a game, okay? Now, you always spawn in on solo with 1, so that it gives us 3 more that we can go ahead and buy here. Now, as you see, I just came out of God mode because I was out of here too long. I would recommend using the self-revives for when you save and quit, though. That would be the easiest way to get back into this. If you're in the later round, save and quit, want to come back and resume the game, I'd recommend saving those self-revives for that. Or better yet, the way I like to do things is I always save and quit on a vermin round. So then when I resume the game, I'll have a vermin round. I'll get down to 1 vermin, and then I'm able to go ahead and easily get back into the God mode. So we want to go ahead and build this pressure back up before we go anywhere. Make sure you do that. Okay, now that we got our pressure build up, the next thing we want to do is just hit the mystery box or buy a weapon off the wall. Make sure it's not a pistol, though, because we're going to do the mule kick glitch. You want to make sure it's not a pistol. Okay, so now we have a second gun. Again, make sure your water pressure is built up because we're going to be leaving the area. Whenever we leave the area, I recommend getting your knife out. It allows us to traverse the map a lot quicker. Now that you have 2 weapons, you're going to run out here. And we're going to make our way over to this ladder here. We're going to get a weapon out, and then we're going to pull our melee out as we're climbing the ladder. And when you do this, you're going to have your knife out, as you see. You want to run over here. You want to buy this pistol off the wall. And then we're going to make our way back into the bowling alley. See, that timer is going down. So again, that's why I said I recommend having the knife out. You can travel faster. Again, if that water pressure reaches 0, you have to go back into God mode because you'll exit out of God mode. Now we're going to go ahead and build this up. It's a good habit just to get into building this up. That way, if you do need to go out and make any runs, you're ready to go. Okay, you're going to notice I now have 3 weapons because I did the mule kick glitch. I have my PP919, my shotgun packed here, and I also have this GS45. Now, I recommend buying this GS45 and packing it because it does explosive damage. It's going to allow us to get through the rounds pretty quickly. Also, if you didn't know, there's a 300 points there. Go ahead and shoot that. Okay, and then from this point forward, what we want to do is we want to get the jet gun either using our wonder bar or by getting it out of the box. So I'm about to cut to the footage where I get to round 100 and go over the rest of the strategy. Before that, though, I want to mention when you get your jet gun, make sure you put it in the first or second weapon slot here. Do not put it in your mule kick slot because if you save and quit, you will lose your jet gun. Anytime we save and quit, we are going to lose this pistol. But you can just simply repeat the mule kick glitch, go get the pistol, and you'll be set up. But make sure when you grab your jet gun, either through the mystery box or through the wonder bar, you put it in the first or the second weapon slot here. Okay, so here I am, almost around 100. I'm using the jet gun at pack 3. You just want to use the primary attack, which is the suck ability, and you just want to single tap it at a time. And it'll insta-kill all the zombies as you see here. It's insta-killing all the zombies. It's barely taking any ammo. You just single tap it like I'm doing. And then for the manglers and abominations, you want to go ahead and get your knife out. Have legendary rarity on it. Have it at pack 3 as well with napalm burst on it. And then also have melee macchiato. When you have all of that on there, you'll see you're able to kill the elite zombies very, very quickly. And then to top it off, you want to get yourself a mutant injection. Now you can buy those right outside at the craft table for 2,500 salvage. It's right there by stamina. You go right out that door there where that crafting table is, where we went ahead and got the quick revive. And as you see, when you come into these mutant injections, you can absolutely shit on everything in the game with these. And that's because as the rounds scale, so do the mutant injections. So anytime the round is getting higher, the mutant injection does more and more damage. So you want to go ahead and grab one of those. Again, it's 2,500 salvage. You have a crap ton of salvage when you're at these high rounds like I do here, as you see. And it usually takes 1 to 2 of these mutant injections at the high rounds to go ahead and clear them out. Now also, we have the GS45 pistol. That pistol, when you pack it, it does become Mustang and Sally, except it's not called the Mustang and Sally. I only have the one. I don't have the akimbo. When you have the akimbo, it'll actually do way more damage. But if you just have just a single one like I do, you can use that for the explosive damage, and you'll absolutely shit on everything as well with that. So that's why I was recommending to go ahead and get that as your mule kick weapon. But once you get into these higher rounds like this, I mean, you really just have to grab the mutant injections, use the jet gun, your knife. You can clear the rounds very, very quickly doing it this way. So once we reach round 100, we are going to complete the Dark Ops challenge for another round, and that's going to be a calling card. Now that calling card is not animated, unfortunately. It is a static calling card. It does look really good though, in my opinion. We don't have to get to round 101. You just have to reach round 100 to unlock this. Highly suggest getting in here and doing this before it's patched, because it's going to be patched very, very soon. If you found this video helpful, consider sharing it with a friend, liking, subbing, checking out my other Black Ops 6 content. And as always, peace and prosper. Much love. Late.